Radio Fynbos, wat daarop ingestel is om die mooi agter elke bos te soek, het vandag die pad gevat en hier in die Wes-Kaap het ons dan gekom by die Western Cape Butterfly Sanctuary. So stap saam met my en ons gaan julle meer vertel van hierdie creatures en net iets van butterflies wat ons as mense kan leer. Hulle transform altyd. Thank you for interviewing me today from Radio Fynbos. How long does the sanctuary been around and who developed it?
Well, the sanctuary was started in 2020 and it took 11 months to build it. And when that was finished, it was opened by the Minister of Agriculture in 18th of November 2021.
And how did you come here?
I've been in butterflies all my life. So I started when I was 5 years old.
Sure.
And I'm the 6th generation in my family that does butterflies.
Yeah?
South African butterflies. I had the privilege of actually collecting butterflies at a very young age with my grandfather, my father and my great-grandfather for a short while. And then that's just stuck with me ever since.
Yeah.
So it's become my passion and my love. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world.
What makes this sanctuary so special in South Africa?
Well, the sanctuary itself is very therapeutic. This is why people don't want to leave once they're on tour in the inside of the sanctuary itself, because it's very calming, it's very pleasant, it's very quiet. It's like you walked into another world.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to leave that world. And it's the only one in the Western Cape at the moment, and it only has indigenous butterflies from the area that is inside our Lepidopteran sanctuary.
On average, how many visitors people come here?
Well, we have quite a few visitors. December was a very good month for us. We had, I think, 637 new visitors that came in December, and everyone had the opportunity to release a butterfly into the dome as well. So we started off with 620 butterflies.
Oh, wow.
And we ended up with over 1,300 butterflies. And we then released a certain amount of butterflies on the 7th of January, otherwise we'd have too many butterflies in the dome.
And tell me, how many species do you have here?
It all depends on the season and the month of the year. Present moment we have 9. It's in January. Also, you must bear in mind that we don't use very rare and endangered butterflies in our sanctuary. We leave them where they are. So we use butterflies that people don't really see often and that are fairly common, so that they get an awareness of the butterflies that are around them. And then when it goes to bigger months like May, which is your best month in the year for all butterflies, we have up to 36 species.
Why May month?
May month is because your butterflies that have been flying from September through each month since then, they sense the winter is coming. So they all come out to lay their eggs.
Sure.
And once the eggs are laid, then there's a decline in the amount of butterflies that you can get, and a lot of the eggs or the larvae and the pupa will go into hibernation going through the winter period. So you have a peak, then you have a very low, and then it starts picking up again in September when you start getting more butterflies, and it gradually increases till you get to January, and then February there's a small little dip again, and then suddenly from March, April, May, you get most of them coming out again.
All right. And Earle, I'm sure you have much challenges from the visitor side?
Not really. The only challenge is getting them out of the dome after they've been inside, because it's very difficult. You know, we have tours on the hour, every half hour.
Yeah, yeah.
And you first have a little bit of lecture to give some people an awareness of what we're doing, our conservation efforts and the life cycle of the butterfly. Then we take them through, and then it's oohs and ahs and wows when they go in there. And then, of course, they don't want to leave.
And what is the importance of the butterfly?
Well, the butterfly has many functions. One is they look beautiful, obviously. We call them the jewels of the forests.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and the structure is unique in a sense, very much like humans, except we don't have wings. And one of their main functions in life is to propagate flowers, which are very, very small, which bees and beetles can't get into because they are too wide in mouth, where a butterfly has a long proboscis, very thin, like a tongue, and it uses that to actually go right into these tiny little flowers.
What did you do to raise some fundings here?
Well, obviously doing the tours with people and letting them see everything inside. We also release butterflies from time to time outside, so people can also see that. And then we create sort of little functions where people can come to on weekends. So we collect these little donations, and most of it goes back to the host plants that we need for the butterflies.
And Earle, if I want to be a volunteer to assist you?
Well, you're welcome to be a volunteer. We always want volunteers, okay, because that's one of our awareness programs, to get out there. People can come and volunteer on weekends if they want to, on a day off if they want to. There's always work for them to do.
I can definitely see that. Well, thank you for the interview.
It's a pleasure.